Hello everyone. So there was a question on the community about migrating custom fields. Now let me try to explain this question, and this is a very common question, by the way. Many people want to do it, especially when it comes to optimizing the usage of the custom fields. Let us say you have a lot of custom fields and you want to get rid of those fields, or maybe you want to change their type, or maybe you want to consolidate those fields to maybe one field. Let us say you have two fields with the same name or similar names, and you want to just keep one. This is of course a very good example. Now of course you can always create a new field, or maybe delete the old field, and that is of course one option. But the main thing is the data. Let us say you have issues with those field that are filled in, and before you can delete them, before you can delete the fields, you may want to of course make sure that the data is copied to the new fields or the target fields. Now this is of course something that you can do, but there is no out of the box way to do it in Jira. There are of course some workarounds or some options that you have. Now let us say you want to migrate the data. So what you can do is you can always do some kind of bulk update, which is not always easy, but it is of course possible. You can use the native bulk update feature if you're able to identify those fields using JQL. But of course, bulk update has its limitations. The other option is to write your own script, maybe outside Jira using a REST API, or maybe you can consider using a ScriptRunner for Jira, which is something that I wanted to talk about. Now, when it comes to migrating data, you may also want to change the type of the field, because your target field is probably of a different type, and in that case of course you have to make sure that the data is copied properly. Now when it comes to ScriptRunner for Jira, there is actually a built-in script that you can take a look at, and by the way I have covered this in the past, so you can always take a look at this built-in script, which will of course cover some use cases but not really all of them, but eventually you will, or I think you will always you will always get more flexibility, or you will be able to cover a lot of use cases or achieve your complex business requirement if you are writing your own script. Now if you go to my playlist or my ScriptRunner for Jira course, I'll guide you. So what you need to do, you need to go to the courses, and if you click on Mastering ScriptRunner for Jira, this is where you will find all my videos, all the content related to ScriptRunner for Jira. That is it. It's a huge playlist. Now just search for bulk, and you will find plenty of videos where I have explained this in detail, like how to add a comment in bulk from a custom field value. So the idea here is to identify those issues using, let us say, some kind of JQL, and then pass the JQL. So something like bulk copy GLA configuration, not GLA, SLA configuration, bulk fix resolution, bulk import custom field options. These are, I believe, some of the built-in scripts. There is also something that you can do to, I made one video on how to perform bulk operations, by parsing a JQL. So I have covered this quite a lot. In fact, I've made more than few videos on doing these bulk operations. And I've also shared code snippets, by the way, in case you are wondering how to do it. So the whole idea here is to understand how to parse the issues, and how to then read the custom field values, and how to update the custom field values. And of course, based on the type of the custom field, your code will of course slightly change, but it is definitely possible. And I thought I'll probably cover this today again, because in case you're trying to migrate to cloud, for example. Now, before you can migrate to cloud, you may want to, consolidate. And I think it is a very good opportunity for your team, your Jira administrators to basically do some cleanup of your Jira instance and identify those issues that are not maybe those custom fields that are probably not relevant or not being used, or maybe no one is just interested in those fields, but there is still some data which you want to keep. So simply migrate it. One very simple thing that you can do, which I kind of, I don't always recommend it, but I don't always recommend it, but it is always an option to read those custom field values and dump it to the description, right? So you will have some trace. But of course, when you have these fields filled in a custom field, then of course you can report on it. And that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.